Linking Bryan Miller to the crimes here in Arizona, just the beginning. Shortly after that murder, Miller moved to Everett, Washington, we've learned, which is about an hour north of Seattle. Authorities there are now looking to see if they have any unsolved murders from that time. Now we are learning he was arrested while living in Washington, and our Greg Argos joins us tonight with more on that part of the story. Greg?
Enfield's Phoenix police say Bryan Miller moved to Washington State in 1994. Of course, he's since moved back here. This is his home right here behind me, where police are continuing to pore over the evidence. But tonight we've learned while in Washington State, he was arrested for committing a violent stabbing. In 1994, investigators believe Bryan Miller left Arizona and moved to Everett, Washington. Police there say they have no record of any interactions with him until 2002, when he was arrested for a violent stabbing. According to court documents, in May of 2002, Miller picked up a woman who needed to use a phone. He brought her to his work office, where she says he came at her from behind, then felt a punch-like feeling in her back. Miller was stabbing her, but somehow the woman was able to get away. Miller's version differs. He says the woman came to his shop and begged for money. Then when he said no, she pulled a knife and tried stabbing him. He was able to grab the weapon and fight back. The case went to trial, and the 12 men and women on the jury sided with Miller. He was acquitted in December of 2002. Now, I did speak with a sheriff's officer there in Washington State. They tell me had Miller been convicted and charged, found guilty of this crime back in 2002, his DNA would have been entered into the national database, and the committing of the crimes here could have been discovered more than 10 years earlier. We're live here in North Phoenix. I'm Greg Argos, 3TV.